In this lesson, we will talk about remote control hours. This configuration is used when a customer has a two-tariff flat rate for electricity and wants to reduce electricity consumption during peak times. This setting depends on the season. During the heating season, it's solved by lowering the set point on the thermostat. On the contrary, when it is the cooling season, the set point on the thermostat will increase. The first step in the configuration is to find the UI32 module or another input module and activate the input as a read contact. We named it electricity tariff. Subsequently, we will assign two smart rules to it, which will have a limiting condition, one for cooling, one for heating. This smart rule is called switch event. Here we set that the device is an electricity tariff signal and we set that the thermostat should have set point temperature if the tariff is high. We must not forget to activate the limiting condition below. We select the multi-value switch and set that this smart rule should be active only when the heating is set. Subsequently, in the same smart rule switch event we set the opposite. If the tariff is high, then the set point on the thermostat should be increased and again we activate the limiting condition, the multi-value switch heating and cooling, where we set it should be active only for cooling. When we look at the thermostat, we see that we have added these two smart rules. Since we have a cooling season set, the heating smart rule is limited by the constraint condition and the cooling smart rule is active. But at the moment we have a low tariff, that means it does not do any action. This smart rule follows a weekly schedule. So smart rule is activated and not limited by the limiting condition, but it is not exactly active due to the low tariff. For the purposes of this training, we can simulate the high tariff. Now we see that the value on the thermostat is set by the smart rule, which is called cooling, and it is set a higher value than it was before. And here we can see that the smart rule is active set the cooling. If I switch the mode to heating, it has changed. The cooling smart rule is limited by the limiting condition and the heating smart rule that set the lower temperature is active. This was a configuration of remote control hours. See you in next lesson.